41 days after violence, looting, and destruction broke out across the entire province of KwaZulu-Natal and parts of Gauteng, Parliament has for the first time uttered the words unrest in this chamber. At a cost of 360 lives and 50 billion rand in damages, as a result of ANC factionalism that spilt onto the streets of these two provinces. It is a national embarrassment that the majority in this House could not find it in themselves to cancel their beach holidays and deal with the single biggest crisis in South Africa since the 1980s. The do-nothing approach by the presiding officers in our nation's hour of need is a disgrace matched only by the sorrow it has inflicted on so many. When South Africa burned, the ANC turned. They turned away from the citizens in my province that were left to fend for themselves for an entire week, while the president sat from his lofty palace on a hill in Cape Town and his entire cabinet tried to prove with all they had exactly how useless they really were. Communities across KZN and Gauteng resorted to arming themselves, barricading their streets, and protecting what they had built in their lives. Black, white, colored, and Indian stood together to do the one job that government should do above all, protect its citizens. And to all of you heroic South Africans, I say, job well done. You were the thin blue line. And how has the president responded to their bravery and heroism? He has kept the police minister in sheltered employment, who has spent every single day since July the 11th fanning the flames of racial tensions in the community of Phoenix in a desperate attempt to scapegoat Indians for his incompetence. Instead of putting former minister Nosiviwe Mapisa Ngakula on pension after she contradicted the president and couldn't find her way to an army barracks when we were under siege, he promoted her to Speaker of this Parliament and gave her a pay increase to the level of Deputy President. What an insult to our people. The chairperson of our Portfolio Committee, Mr. Duma Nkosi, who initially refused to go on oversight to KZN because he said, and I quote, "It's too dangerous," decided it would be better to wait for the minister to brief us, and I'll come to him in a minute, was eventually forced into action by his own ANC colleagues, realizing his shambolic handling of this would only further exacerbate their problems.